Hello guys, today we are going to start up with the first program on AngularJS 2 program. Whereas, first, how to download the libraries, what all the software is required for AngularJS 2 program, all these things I have explained in my previous video. Whereas, AngularJS 2, this particular programming platform, otherwise you can consider it as a language framework, this has been developed based on TypeScript. Already I have explained about that, otherwise you can make use of that also. Whereas in my particular programming videos, I will be using TypeScript only, which is a superscript for JavaScript, where if you have knowledge on this particular TypeScript, that is well and good. Otherwise, I will be teaching about TypeScript concepts also in further videos. So far. Now, first, let's get into our concepts now. First, what are the folders which will get created and what are the files which will be available? What is that file meant for? All those particular information we are going to see in this particular video. First, these are the contents: project structure, what is package.json, package log.json, system config.js, tsconfig.json, node modules folder. Next, what is app folder, component.ts, module.ts and main.ts. What are these particular files, and explanation about each and every file we'll be seeing in this particular video. First, this is the project structure. Already in my previous video, I have shown you how to download the libraries, how to initialize the commands whichever is required for AngularJS 2 setup. Where once if you do that particular setup, you will be getting this particular node modules folder, package.json, package log.json, and these two are the files which I have added externally, tsconfig.json and system.js config.json. What is the meaning of that? I'll explain it to you. And this is my file where this will be the home page for my particular project. From this only the control will be flowing to app folder. App is a main folder where complete data source, all my programs will be available. From there only my data will be picked up and it will be rendered to the user. And this is what the files which will be available under app folder, where you can see I'll be having main.ts and I'll be having hello world component.ts and module.ts, where this is my main program, where my program will be bootstrap in the sense it will be started rendering. From here the control will be moved towards module. From the module is the link up to the component. From the module the control will be moved to the component, where component will be having exact logic and exact templates what has to be rendered to the user. So these are the files, and when it comes to map file and JS files, these are the files which will be generated by your TypeScript compiler once if you compile your TypeScript code. This is, you can see, this is .ts. TS stands for TypeScript file. Once if you compile this particular TypeScript file only, that particular map file and JS files will be generated, where JS files only will be recognized by your browser. So only TS file will get internally converted into JS file by making use of TypeScript compiler. Now we'll start up with the folder structure internally. What is there in your node modules? In my previous video already I have said, whenever if you download the libraries in your node modules, you will be getting the libraries installed. You can see these are the libraries which I have installed as per my previous video, and this is a bin folder where your compiler TypeScript compiler.tsc will be available over here. Now once if you initialize your TypeScript node package manager in your machine, first file which will get generated is package.json, where package.json, it is a main JSON file which will be available, which will be holding the information about the libraries whichever is required, whichever is installed in your AngularJS 2 location. You can see This is completely holding the dependencies. Dependencies in the sense, here we have two types of dependencies. One is local dependencies, where that is common dependencies for your local as well as your production, any environment that dependencies is required, and development dependencies, where some dependencies which is required specifically for development environment, which is not required for production environment. Already I have explained this particular concept in my previous video, how to download the libraries. You can check out that particular video for more information. What is package log.json? This will be the file which will be generated automatically in your main folder. This will be giving you the tree structure, exactly tree structure where the dependencies is available, how this particular files will be loaded, the intermediate dependencies, everything will be shown over there. For more information, let me show you how it will be. You can see this is from this particular this Angular common, from this particular repository only it has been downloaded. Compiler, core, forms, these are all the libraries I have downloaded from this particular specific location, and which is the version and integrity keys which has been applied, and whether it is for a development environment. All the information will be available under package log.json over here. That is package log.json. Next, systemjs.config.js. This is majorly meant for loading your system.js file for running your TypeScript compiler. This is majorly meant for loading your system.js configuration, and it will allow you to generate that module map file and JS file. Already I have said, where map file and JS file will be generated for your TS file, that will be done by systemjs.config.js. It allows map the name module JS files actually contains the module, where this is a common file which will be available for all the AngularJS 2 programs, where you can see this is the information. You can see the libraries which has been downloaded, from where it has been downloaded, which commands, everything will be available over here, where these particular files I'll be posting into the location, and I'll provide the URLs in the description. Whereas that is systemjs.config. Next file is tsconfig.json. This is also a common file for all the AngularJS 2 programs. Slightly the configurations will be changing based on the loading file. This will be available in your root folder only, where this specifies this is a directory basically running on TypeScript project, where this file provides the options required to the compiler. That means what all the types of compilation you need to do and which it has to be started, everything will be provided over here. You can see which is the target conversion and which is a module you need to consider, and complete information will be provided over here. Next comes node modules. This will be the folder which will be created in all node projects, where this particular folder will be holding the libraries. Already I have shown libraries and compilers, whichever is required for your AngularJS 2 program and your Node.js programs will be available in this particular location. And this is one important folder, app folder, where app folder will be holding the complete source code of your particular project, like your module, your component, your main program, everything will be available under this particular app folder only. And most of the people, they will be having one particular question over here related to app folder. You might have seen app folder, app only complete in all your projects. So the question rises over here is, can we rename this particular app folder? Whereas app folder, the name, the app keyword will be linked up in multiple places, where if you rename that particular locations, then of course you can rename this particular app folder also. If you are not taking care of that particular app uh, term renaming in all the particular files, then of course you cannot rename this particular app folder, because the source files will not be recognized, it will not render your output. This will be holding complete information, complete source code about your particular project. If you want, you can see that structure also. You can have a module, you can have component and a main program, and respective JS file and map file also will be available over here. Next, what is component? Basically, component is a place where we will be holding complete our logic, complete our data will be stored over there. From there only all our functions will get invoked, from there only our templates will get rendered to the user. This is what the component TS is all about. If you want, let me show you the code, how it will be. This is a component where here from the Angular core, already I have downloaded that particular library. I'm importing that particular component. This particular component, whenever in AngularJS 2, if you see annotation, this particular @ symbol, then this particular concept is called as decorator. Whereas that particular decorator I'm making use to provide the logic for this particular class, where whenever if anybody calls this particular hello world component, that means this hello world component is exportable component. You can see once if it is getting called, whenever they have used the term hello, hello is a selector in the sense in our front page, that means in our viewer page we will be using the tag hello. Once we are using the tag hello, automatically instead of hello tag, the output which will be rendered is hello world over there. So whenever any tag, it is just like customizations. If you are aware of Angular, this one JSP custom directives, it is very similar to that particular concept only. Whereas hello is a tag which I am creating for my rendering sake. Whenever if any person in this particular project uses hello as a tag in that particular web pages, then it renders this particular output, that is hello world in that particular pages. This is component is all about. And in this particular class program, you can write different set of functions, different type of return types, so many things, where each and every concepts will be explained in this particular upcoming tutorials in my videos. Whereas that is component is all about. Next comes module. Module is meant for organizing your application. That means different functionalities, different locations it will be available, libraries, all those things will be combined into one particular location. It is your module. Now let me show you the module, how it looks. You can see this is a ng module I am importing from Angular core, and your browser module I am importing from platform browser, and already I have shown the component from that respective, the same folder. You can see, and app folder only module and component is available. From the same folder I am downloading hello world component also. For more information, you can see this is a name of the component is hello world component only. That particular component also I am importing over here. All the browser module declarations, hello world components, all these things I am importing over here. And which is the component which has to be started by your particular module is hello world component. That's what Bootstrap. In the sense, Bootstrap JS is different and this particular Bootstrap is different. We need to, which is the component we need to start up. That's what we are saying over here. We need to start up with hello world component. This is also exportable module, so only export term will be used over here. This can be exportable to any further programs, whichever you want to use. Next, main.ts. This is a main program, main entrance you can consider. From here only the module will get invoked. From here only module will get bootstrapped. Bootstrapped in the sense started. From here, there further it will continue to your particular component. From the component the output will be rendered to your particular web page. This compilation will be done by making use of just-in-time compilation. That's what JIT compilation will be used in our particular program. That is what the main.ts is all about. Now, what about index.html? This is your main program. You can see over here. This is your main program. Whichever the third-party libraries, already in my previous video I have said that third-party libraries I am using. This is meant majorly for IE required polyfills. That means IE supported libraries we have loaded. You can see I am loading that app folder. Whichever the app folder is available, I am loading over here. If it is not able to import that particular app folder, it will raise an exception over here. Whereas once if I say hello, automatically the app folder, the control will be moved on. That's what. Hello is a selector. It is a customized selector which I have created. Now once if I say hello, control immediately will be moved to app folder. From here main.ts. Let me show you that. See, here I am importing platform browser dynamic, and here I am importing the module also. You can see that particular module only where the complete information about the component will be holding. So the control will be moved to this particular module, and for moving the control to this particular module, I make the help of platform browser dynamic. Platform browser dynamic will provide a method that is bootstrap module. By making use of this particular method, I will be starting them. Bootstrap means start up one particular module. Which is that module? App module. From where it is fetched? From this particular location. So now the control will be moved to app module. From here the control will be started to hello world component. That means we are invoking hello world component over here. From here the output will be rendered as a hello world if you are using the selector hello. Let me show you the output how it looks. Now I'll take this particular complete project, and for easiest way I'll go with WAMP server or Apache Tomcat. Anyone is fine. I'll go to Apache Tomcat, Apache Software Foundation, Tomcat 8.0, 8.5. Here already I have pasted this particular folder. It is available for my previous testing. I have placed it over here. Now same way I will start up this particular Tomcat. Let me start. Yeah, monitor Tomcat. You can see here the Tomcat is available. I'll start the service. The service is getting started over here now. Once the server service is started, then I can open one browser, type localhost / Angular yes. Say Angular 2 hello world is my particular project folder name, whereas index.html already I have explained. This is my starting up file where I'll be hitting this particular URL. Once I'm hitting, you can see one sec. I didn't type the port address :8080. This is the port address of your Apache Tomcat. Now you can see loading and hello world has been rendered from that particular location. This is what the way the programs you can execute. This is what the first program is all about, where in upcoming programs we will not be changing much on module and your main.ts file. We will be just changing the logics available in your components only. Whenever if you need to do any extra modifications, then only we will be touching our modules and main.ts. Otherwise there will not be any uses, there will not be any changes happens in main.ts and module also. when it comes to index.html, based on the selector. Let's say if you use any selector over here, the respective selectors you need to provide it over there. And one more thing I need to say over here, how to compile the code. Basically the code whatever you have written, let me show you. I'll get into the program. This is the program and app folder. I'll remove this JS files. Sorry. I'll remove these programs and only TS files are available. Already in my previous video I have shown how to download the libraries and how to set the environment also. Now just get into that particular location where your TS files are available. Here just type just TSC. Okay, sorry, I need to get into bin folder, not here. Node.js bin folder. Yeah, getting into bin folder, you can see TSC command is available. TSC is a TypeScript compiler which is available. Type TSC right now, it will get compiled. Any changes if you make, even single letter if you make any changes also, you need to compile that particular files. Now if you type TSC in that particular location, that means in that particular project, whatever the app folder is there, all that particular TS files will get compiled, and you can see map file and JS files will be generated automatically. So that's it for the video. Whereas next in upcoming videos, I'll be showing you how to define a function, what are the different types of data types available, how to pass the parameters to that particular function, and extra logics we will be seeing in further videos. Thanks for your time. Thank you.